All right, cheers, everybody.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to lead this one because Evan won't do it, but I'm going to say it.
It might need
to the most. Shut the hell up. To the most amazing young man, and thank you for dreaming this up, and thank you for just being the foundation while we're all here, and we appreciate you.
Cheers.
You made me miss the slick reggae. Have thought I didn't love you when I did. Can't believe you played me out like that.
What's up, Savvy Expats? Today we have a very, very special interview because we are with a fraction of our expats. One of them, George, just flew from the States and just landed a couple of hours ago, but it's a pleasure to have all of you guys on today, and we have a big group of our expat clients here today. So, let's start with this. We'll pass the mic around. What's your name and where are you originally from in the States?
I'm Christian Berry, and I'm from Port St. Lucie, Florida.
Dr. Michael Kruder, Scottsdale, Arizona.
George, Miami, Florida.
Todd Dowling, Seattle, Washington.
My name is Austin, and I'm from Texas.
From Big Texas. So yeah, we have expats all over coming from the States, but how long ago was it that you guys decided to move to the Philippines, and why did you choose the Philippines? Because a lot of you guys are very well traveled.
I decided to move to the Philippines like a year and 8 months ago. I saw your channel, we got on a call, I came here, and some of the things that I really liked about coming here was things are just way more affordable here. You get way more bang for your buck, and also there's cleaner streets in BGC and Makati. There's not drug addicts walking around everywhere in the business district of the city, and those were some of the biggest reasons why I moved here.
Tell us how you really feel there, Barry.
That was in depth.
I knew I wanted to come to Southeast Asia when I played basketball way back in the day. As it relates to actually putting the rubber to the road, 8 months I got serious about videos and came upon the Savvy Expat. The reason why I chose the Philippines was I fell in love with BGC and then the ease of immigration and some of the other pieces. But the transition and the relocation has been so much easier because I've had the Savvy Expat team to assist. So that's my story.
Hi, I'm George again. I haven't moved here yet. I'm on a scouting trip, but I'm ex-Navy. I was here, gosh, I think it was in 1994 or 93. I love the fact that everybody's super friendly. They speak English, which is a huge plus. And I'm doing a scouting trip for my future move to here. I chose Evan at XPAC, so I watched a lot of videos. In fact, I'm seeing a lot of guys around here that I saw on video, which is actually kind of amazing. And they're all awesome group, what I've gathered so far, right? So, but Evan's been awesome and super accommodating in many ways.
So I chose the Philippines for two main reasons. One was because of English being widely spoken. The other reason was because of the cost of living and the visa. If you're ex-military, veteran, whatever, the SRRV visa is the way to go. We've been talking about this all night. And quite frankly, the women here are unbelievable. I mean, that's the truth of it. So the cost of living is good. BGC is amazing. The people are friendly. All of the stereotypes of safety and all that stuff, it's all BS. I feel more safe walking here at night than I do in any city in the States. So that's my story.
I'm lucky. So again, I'm Austin from Texas. I've been with these guys for a few months now. I've just started to really take this move seriously. I'm actually coming from Thailand, so I've been to the other places, Japan, Thailand, Indonesia, but to be honest, like the Philippines is just the place for me. When you look around and you're gonna see in this video, like the people you get to know are just the greatest guys, and the fact that they are friends with all of their past customers and clients is just a testament to their professionalism. So I think it's gonna be a great move for anybody. I would highly recommend that if you have even the inkling of thinking about it, reach out to the team, fill out the survey, find out what they can do for you, and I have a feeling the next thing you know, you'll be sitting right next to us, all having a blast with people that you can like and trust, and that's the whole point of this.
And I appreciate that. I mean, at the end of the day, a lot of the guys watching, they want to know a little bit more about your backgrounds, but tell us a little bit more about like what you used to do for work in the States, and also what life was like in general, just living back in the US. Oh, yeah.
Give it to me. We'll come back. Poor guy's always constantly going this way. I'll take it this route. I'm a professor, a retired professor. I was a professor of economics. For those of you at Baylor University who are my students, yes, I told you I was coming here, and I'm here now. That was the whole idea and the goal from the beginning. From an economic standpoint, obviously the geo arbitrage is an absolute game changer. I mean, absolute game changer. You can either increase your revenue or decrease your costs. That's the only way to increase your profits. So when I was teaching my students, it's the same thing. I'm only living what I taught. And so I just ask that anybody who's thinking about it, you come over here and then you just try to see what you want to do with your life. And if you're having that trouble where you're like, I don't know, everything seems to be just super expensive, but you're still making money, but no matter how much you make, it just doesn't seem to be enough. When you come here, it's the exact opposite. You can make a lot less. I'm looking at some of the credit card statements that you start getting and you're like, wow, it's way less than I thought it was. And so I'll be the first to say, this is one of those places where it will actually exceed your expectations.
I gotta follow that up. Shit. Oh, excuse my language. Anyway, so I'm ex-military, as I mentioned earlier. One thing I did forget to mention is that if you're sitting on your couch watching this right now, make the decision and come. These guys are unbelievable. Don't let fear get in the way of you living your best life. I know a lot of guys that are sitting right where you're at right now, wondering what's it gonna be like, all of this stuff. Well, guess what? Take a look at all these guys. We all made the leap, and here we are, and you won't regret it. So I was in the renewable energy space outside after the military, and life was hectic. You know, the stress of the bills and piling up and all the responsibilities and whatnot. Make the move. That's all I got, man.
Well, that was a good talk. You passed Austin up, so. I'm a lawyer. I'm ex-Navy, and I was here in, I believe it was 1993 or 94, and I remember the people being super, super friendly. What I do is very extremely stressful, lots of jury trials, and it's all about results. So I reached out to Evan at the Savvy Expats. I'm on a scouting trip because eventually I don't want to die on what I'm doing in my job, and life goes really quick. I mean, I'm celebrating a 30th birthday in September. You only turn 31 times, so at some point, every year I keep saying I'm going to retire, and I still haven't done it. And I could, and I truly love the people of the Philippines. So
My name is Dr. Michael Kruder. I was a professor, trained Teach for America students, and then principal, graduating over 40,000 kids. Saying all those things, I spent millions of dollars taking care of people, $10,000 a month expenses in Scottsdale, doing for other people. And I just woke up and said, the hell with everybody, I'm focusing on me before I die and not get to enjoy all of the benefits of my hard work. So this move to the Philippines with the Savvy Expat team was about me. I chose me for the first time in my life, and I'm extremely happy. I love BGC. This last great chapter of my life is all about me. Just very fortunate and blessed to have the Savvy Expat team to be here to make the transition smooth, and love BGC and looking forward to many, many years here.
Yeah, for me, when I realized that I needed to move here I was in the States. I owned a publishing company, and it was all e-commerce, all online, so I realized I don't really need to live in the States anymore. And like Austin said, I geo-arbitraged here, and if you're anyone making, $5,000, $6,000 to $10,000 a month, or spending $5,000 to $6,000 to $10,000 a month in the States, bringing it here to the Philippines is going to be your best option, because you can live on that same amount of money, but here it's going to be way further. You're going to be able to live in a high-rise condo. You're going to be able to get a driver. You're going to be able to get housemaids for pennies on the dollar that you can get in the US, and your money is just going to go so much further, and your life is just going to get so much better.
Absolutely. And one thing I really love about this group is because whenever you look at other sort of articles, blogs, maybe YouTube channels, everything is about like stretching your dollar here in the Philippines. Everything is about how can I make ends meet in the province and make $1,500 work. But everyone here at the same time has clearly made something work for themselves back in the States. You all built something very real for yourself back in the States to afford a very good lifestyle. And ultimately the place you chose was the Philippines. So with that being said, I mean, you guys gave your testament to what life was like back in the US. It'd be stressful, a lot of division. What is life currently like out here in the Philippines?
Most of my time overseas has been spent in Thailand, but between the two, I actually prefer the Philippines. If you're looking at moving overseas, you're probably looking at, do I move to the Philippines? Do I move to Thailand? If you're lucky enough, you were able to actually explore the two. And if you're even more lucky, you're like, okay, you kind of found out which area was the most comfort zone. For me, the Philippines won because one, the language in English. I mean, when you're doing any kind of business, any kind of thing that has to do with legal or even communication, the fact that every contract that I see is in English is a testament to once we were really, really close-knit comrades with this country. You know, America and Philippines has a really close camaraderie and past relationships. So either way, coming overseas is going to be a blessing. But then at the same time, and more specifically for this area, the friendships that I've been able to garner in the weeks of coming over. Have you ever been and gone to a new place and you have to spend months trying to find who is going to be this new friend, who's going to be this new area? Here it is effortless. The people are friendly. The friends that you make are incredible and genuine. And honestly, if there's a little bit of money that you end up spending, yeah, none of us here are trying to tighten our budget. It's actually the opposite. It's like in the end you're like, wow, this is way better. You don't have to be like you were in the States where you were sitting there trying to make ends meet. Here you're actually making the ends meet what you want.
So this one's a pretty easy one. My quality of life here is 100 times better than it was in the States. As one of the guys had mentioned earlier, I'm living for me now. You cannot have a penthouse suite in any city in the States for what I have, what I pay for my place. Food, cost of living, everything is just reasonable. It's not exploded pricing, right? Like everything is in the States. So, and if you're a veteran, they have a VA facility here. So big thumbs up on that.
But the research I've done in speaking with Evan at Savvy Expats is, you know, you get a lot more bang for your dollar. Like I said, I just got here, so I'm getting ready to explore, do my scouting type of trip here. But so far, so good. It's only been 3 hours, and I've met some great people already, man. And they keep feeding me drinks. So
I think the number one thing for me would be to have the Scottsdale lifestyle with the BGC price. I've loved the walkability of BGC. Sold my luxury car, not interested in owning another car, and just having the ability to basically go wherever I want in the city and feel comfortable. Even in Scottsdale, one of the most expensive places to live in the United States, my head was on a swivel. In BGC, there's security and police on every corner.
Yeah, the quality of life for me has definitely been a significant change because, like, even walking out of the door in the United States, you got to spend at least $50 on whatever you're doing that day, which is probably the minimum. And I remember just even going to the grocery store in the US, I was spending like $500 a month, like minimum, probably like more like $1,000 a month just on groceries. And here I come to the Philippines, they have very nice markets, and like a pound of beef is like $2 to $2.50. And now, because my groceries are such a small expense, my rent is so much cheaper than in America, I have the freedom to go do kind of whatever I want, like take trips, go out for the night, get a nice dinner occasionally. And so for me, it's those things that have definitely made my quality of life a lot better.
Needless to say, like a lot of expats that are moving here to the Philippines or planning on moving here to the Philippines, a lot tend to procrastinate because they don't really know what the vehicle is for them to actually do that, because it seems like such a big transition. Obviously, you guys are the ones that actually cross that sort of barrier to entry, so to speak. So that being said, what would you say are the main reasons that you reached out to me, and how has the experience been so far? Candidly.
For me, I just started looking up the Philippines on YouTube because I was just kind of interested in it, and I came across Evan's content, like a lot of you probably have, and after watching like probably 30 of his videos within like 2 days, I booked a call and we talked, and I was like, yeah, this is definitely the move that I have to make my life better.
This is an ego buster for Evan, but the most important and the most blessed part about Evan is his team. The team that he has hired, and he's very busy and he's constantly bringing new business to the Savvy Expats, but the services of Dykes, Jesse, and just all of the team, and meeting every need, every phone call, the whole entire team that really truly makes the difference. And you know, as the head, he's the one who organized and founded it, but his team is what makes it go.
Yeah, you know, communication is, for me, what I do is super important. And if I wrote Evan and messaged him, I get a message within 10 to 15 minutes, a response back. And once I committed to coming out here, the group, his team, they were messaging me even while I was on the plane plane. I had Wi-Fi, and they were like, "Hey, we're waiting for you. We're there." And like I said, communication to me is super important. It just for, from I'm ex-military, and from a communication standpoint, if I ask a question, I don't want to wait 3 days to get a response, and he would respond extremely fast, and so does his employees that work with him.
So this is awesome. I love this question. So when Evan and I talked, he just reassured me. I got that reassurance that I was going to be taken care of. I didn't have to worry about finding a place. I didn't have to worry about how I was going to be picked up from the airport. And as the other guys have alluded to, it's not just Evan, it's the Savvy Expat team that really puts this thing together. He has an amazing staff. And as Michael had indicated, Dykes is unbelievable. Mac, John or Jesse, Derek, even I haven't met Derek yet, but I already know he's going to kick butt and take names. So don't be foolish and think that you can figure all this out. Just don't do it. We have actually talked about this. Just make your life easier. Give Savvy Expat an opportunity, because you won't be disappointed. I don't think a single person here would say that they've been disappointed in any shape, fashion, form. Just make the call.
I mean, community is very important for me here because, like, I have so many friends here. It feels like at least 3 times a week, sometimes even more. We're out doing something, we're out hanging out, and it's always just a blast. And these are also people who have the same mindset as me, realizing that they wanted to get out of the rat race of the United States, and that's a big thing that we have in common. So the community is great here.
Community is huge, man. I've already fell in love with this guy here, man. He's my woman right now. No, I'm kidding. I'll take it. That's a joke. No, it's really huge. Like I said, I've been living and working remote and that's huge. I've only been here since 7 p.m. and I felt like I've met 5 good friends already. So it's super important. And there's a certain thing about an expat community, right? It really is. There's the bond. I think everyone here's from the States. I think we all have a lot in common, and so it's really important.
Yeah, so community actually is really big. I'm a huge golfer. I know there's a lot of Savvy Expat clients that are big golfers too, but the community, not just in doing things like playing golf, the community itself, the friendships that you can make. If you're worried about coming over and meeting people, well, if you go with Savvy Expats, you're going to have a built-in community already. That's why we're all sitting here.
Having led teams and been a part of teams all my life, trying to do it without a team was just insurmountable. I was in Subic Bay on my own, in all my wisdom, and I woke Evan up in the middle of the night, and I'm so happy I had the Savvy Expat team to finish what I tried to start. So community is huge. I just met these gentlemen, and I feel like brothers from another mother.
Yeah, man.
So I've heard it from a bunch of my friends here that I do call friends now, and everybody calls it the Savvy Expat team. I gotta say, one level further, I think it's the Savvy Expat family. I've gotten to know. Hey, listen, it's the professor in me, right? It happens. Camaraderie is important, but more importantly than camaraderie is the trust level that you can have when you come out here. It's absolutely vital. And for those of you who are wondering what's it like to be a part of a community, there's only one way to know, and it's to actually come out and try it. At least for the initial visit, take that little money, because the problem is you can accumulate wealth your whole life, but eventually that wealth is going to go nowhere. You need to actually utilize it to make your life more livable. That's the whole point. When does wealth become health, and when does health take your wealth? And learn that and take that. And this kind of community is that kind of community that's going to take that to a whole new level. And then you'll actually do better in life because you'll appreciate what you have. And all that hard work that you've done, and you're sitting here probably doing the research, because we all have, and we've all had our questions, and we're all wondering, is this the right thing? What's going on? And we read into everybody else's opinions. In the end, all I do is I asking you, come out, try it, speak to Evan and his team, and even if you don't end up seeing us all until you're here, once you do, you'll realize, wow, I really am part of something bigger than just a team. I'm part of a family, and that means a lot.
But I mean, this is what it's all about, because once you get past the logistics phase of the move, and you initially crossed that hurdle, and now what is there next? You finish the logistics, you're out here in the Philippines. What's next? This is what it's all about. Having a community, having a group of guys and people that you can really get along with very well, a family like Austin mentioned. I'm super grateful to introduce you guys to the small circle of guys that we have here, and this is only, what, 5 to 6 out of 200 others, so there's so much more to invite. But other than that, if you guys enjoy this video, feel free to like and subscribe. If you're also planning a move to the Philippines like this great bunch of 6 guys here, feel free to also book a call with us in the link in the description down below. And lastly, if you want to join a community of guys that are vetted, a community of guys that have like-minded beliefs and also just standards of lifestyle, also feel free to contact us down below and we'll get you set up with a family like this. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you in the next video. Take care and God bless. Guys, cheers.
Cheers.